guys, we're gonna have a lot of fun today, alright? Lots and lots of fun. Now, of course, with the fun and with all that glitz and glam and all that jock glam that I do, I really want to have a message here about Richard Cucci and Hank Hall and Jeff Klassen, people that say negative things and really kind of try to bring the party down. Of course, the party never stops because I'm really happy. I love performing and I love entertaining for you guys. And people that say negative comments, well, that's not really a big deal, right? I mean, we all know that happens. It's not like it's the worst thing in the world. And my channel content is amazing. I'm really, really good. Now, I'm really nice to even haters, alright? I'm really positive all the time. And who knows if they're even real people or even like, if they're people that are, you know, because sometimes you can have somebody send a random mechanical message and it doesn't have to be something that's actually a real message. It could be a computer generated message, right? So it may not even be a real person saying those things, right? So you don't know. And it may even be, it could be somebody, it could be people, obviously. Most likely it's people, but who knows, right? But people that are haters, you know, some of these people might be sitting at home, maybe they're in wheelchairs, or maybe they have a deformity, or maybe they have, like, if you have criticism on your channel, maybe these people have a deformity, maybe they never go outside, maybe there's something seriously wrong with them. And I'm not trying to say that that's what it is, because they could be really good looking people too that do this, but I mean, I'm gorgeous and I'm very good looking and people love me, so obviously something's wrong with them, right? So, now, or maybe they have, they could be whatever, but they might have channels that are unsuccessful, or maybe, you know, before I was married, I dated somebody that they dated, or whatever, you never know, right? The whole Catfish series, you know, the Catfish series that's on TV, that whole series is about finding out who your catfish is. Now, a lot of times these people are people that spend all day at home, so if you have haters yourself, you watch if you ever watch Catfish, you know, the people that are doing these things are usually people that are either viciously angry, but they're not going to do anything violent, and they just do this because you stole their boyfriend, whatever, or they're people that are complete lowlifes that have nothing, that are just so, they just spend all day smoking up in the basement, have nothing, or maybe they're just completely shy, major introverts, never go out, and they want to target someone that loves going out, loves enjoying life, and loves doing all the crazy stuff that I do on my channel that you really enjoy, right? That's what the case. Most of the time the case is somebody that never gets a date, that has always been staying at home, doesn't like to go out, has social problems, feels very insecure, never goes out, and that's the thing. I'm very nice to haters because I like people to go out. I like people to enjoy life. If you're somebody that's just stewing at home and doing that, it's really not good for you. You know, like it's not like, it doesn't bother me. I'm very happy. Like, to me, to get negative comments doesn't bother me at all. I'm very happy. I really enjoy having a channel. So for me, it's not a big deal. Now, I tend to notice with Richard Cucci that every time he says negative comments, and then I do a request for him, and he's nicer. He switches from nice to bad, and it's like, well, you know, and you know, the thing that I mean, for me, it's not a big deal, really. It's not that bad. I don't mind haters. I mean, for me, it's not a big deal. I'm totally fine with that. I just don't like it when they try to message other fans and tell them negative things about me that aren't true. Obviously, I'm very, very good looking. I'm a good person. I'm very happy. I'm outgoing. I like to party and dance. I don't even do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't drink coffee, and I don't drink alcohol. So I'm very, and will never get plastic surgery. I will. I'm just, and I've done volunteer work at a hospital for 20 years. I've done good jobs, decent jobs, like I'm a car salesman now. I've done decent jobs, you know, and I mean, it's not like there's anything you can find out that's bad about me, really. You could, and like now Jeff was mentioning a couple of times that I I didn't go out to fans. Well, I went out to meet him twice, and he wasn't there. So you know, it's not. And I was there for hours and hours, so I was already there, and he didn't show up. So what am I supposed to do? You know. So obviously, some people are just, and some people just. I mean, for some people might be really cool guys that just like doing that kind of thing. Some people like to just joke around, right? So it could be not a big deal whatsoever, you know, maybe they just show their friends and they joke around. And that's fine too, but when you're telling other people to not like my channel, you know, that's not good, you know. And people, a lot of my fans really love my channel, and when they comment, they don't want to hear negative comments, right? I mean, for me, it's not a big deal, really. Any publicity is good publicity, but I like to hear positive comments. Obviously, I'm like everybody else, you know. You like positive things, but really, to me, it doesn't bother me. But I mean, when they go out to my fans and try to tell them stuff, well, you know, it's not true, obviously. But if my fans aren't gonna know, how are they gonna know, right? They hear this and they're like, really? Oh my goodness. So obviously they know, they think, oh wow, this is true. And then Richard Gucci doesn't even know these people. My fans love me, but he's messaging them, you know. So, and you don't know what Richard Gucci is like at all. What if he is someone in a wheelchair, which is fine. You can be friends with someone in a wheelchair. You could talk. I was friends with a girl in a wheelchair for lots of years. You can be friends with people in wheelchairs. You can be friends with people in, and which is fine. People in wheelchairs need friends, obviously, and there's a lot of really great people in wheelchairs. But what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to pick on people with wheelchairs. What I'm trying to say is, if you're listening to someone that's like maybe just sits at home, okay, toss the wheelchair idea out, but maybe he's not someone, maybe he's disfigured, which you could be friends with someone that's disfigured. There's a lot of great people that are disfigured out there, obviously, but maybe he's not what you think he is, and you're listening to him about me, and he's not, what you would picture, right? Maybe he says all this stuff about me, and you're like, from the picture that he sent me of what he looks like, he's overweight and not too overweight, but overweight, and just nags all day. Do you really want to be friends with someone like that? Really? But anyway, some people do. You know, there's a lot of good people out there that are overweight, that nag, right? But when he's trying to make lies about me, that's the only reason why I'm doing this. So I wouldn't care otherwise, but if you're making lies about me and saying all this stuff and then telling you guys, you're like, well, come on, like, who would I rather cheer on? Obviously, Marco, not someone that's overweight that's being rude and lying, right? So that's that. Now, I'm supportive. I want Richard Pucci to have a good life. I want Hank Hall to have a good life. I want Jeff Klassen to have a good life. You know, and if the only reason why they're picking on me is because they like me and I'm not interested, then they should really, you know, who would go out with someone that criticizes? Nobody. Nobody with a good self-esteem is going to go out with someone that criticizes. No one is going to care about that, right? Now, somebody was saying they obviously know me. It's probably a fake profile. The person knows me and they're just doing this. And, you know, that's a possibility too, you know. But, I mean, for me, I'm just really, you know, I'm really a go-getter, as you can tell. And the more they say stuff, I put these comments up about them, these videos can go viral as well, right? So it's not like it's a huge deal, really. So, you know, like, what's your angle? Like, what do you think you guys are going to get out of this? You know, I think you should just focus on being positive, sending requests. You obviously like my channel. You must view it a lot. Send requests. Be positive. Like, be positive. That's what people want to see, right? Like, and you're talking about all this porn stuff, which is not appropriate for YouTube. That's not something you should discuss on YouTube. You know, I'm surprised Community Guidelines hasn't done anything with you guys. Like, you should not be commenting to anyone's channel if that's what you're saying. But, you know, it's kind of like, well, obviously that's inappropriate. Anyway, so I really want to thank my fans. Now, fans, feel free to comment. Like I said, you don't know Richard Christie. Maybe he's just like sitting in the corner. He's got nothing. He can't do anything. All he can do is type, right? Like, and he's got like no nose. You know, like you can't listen to someone like that, right? So comment freely. Please feel free to comment. Please like my videos. Please show the haters. Yes, this guy's good. This guy's good. Subscribe. All subscribe. Get your friends to subscribe. Now, a lot of you really like me. I know, because when I get people coming up to me, they're so nice, and it's such a cute thing. It's very nice to see. You know, you guys are really great, and for some of you, I'm really inspiring. Maybe your situation is not overly bad. You can get out of it, but it takes a lot of work, or you know you're good and you know you've got something you could strive for, but you got some setbacks and you use me as inspiration, or maybe you got someone that doesn't want you to work out and you work out really hard and you really want to get that extra push in, so you're motivated. You get those people that are really negative. Yes, use me as motivation, use me as encouragement. You know, I'm really inspiring even to my haters. You know, they watch my channel, they love it. It's fun. It's a really fun channel. I like it. I could watch it literally all day long. I really like it. Anyway, off with this. Now, of course, to the haters, if you're nice to me and you say nice things and you're always nice to me, which you should be, I work very hard to make the channel very, very good. You know, come on guys, like what's going on? Like grow up. It's like, it's not like it's and remember, you're making these comments and these things are like, you know, you're making these comments and there's people that see these things, right? Like, don't you want people to see positive things? Like, you kind of look like an idiot if you're putting all these negative things on there when everybody sees me and they know, yes, he's really, really good. Like, what's going on here, right? Okay. And Jeff, as far as it Craigie, as far as it goes, I was gonna put my dad's video up, a link to my dad's channel, or my dad's video, but I don't want the haters to make comments to him. I mean, he's very famous. He's not very famous. He's been almost famous, and he's very popular. Everyone loves him. I don't want haters to say anything negative. I don't think they would. He looks really great. He's in his 80s. He performs really, really, really well. He looks like he's 50 years old. He's good too, but he can go viral too, actually. If people know how old he is, they'd be like, oh wow, that's crazy. Man, he even looks good for someone younger. So anyway, all you fans out there, thank you very much for totally encouraging me to have this channel. Even the haters, because you know, negative comments boost my morale as well. I'm very positive, so everything bounces into me and goes out with positivity. Alright, so love you guys. Thank you. Okay, bye. And the request will be done today. Alright, so Jeff, your request is going to be done. Alright, so even though I do requests and I do things for people that say negative things, that's just how I roll. I like to be positive. I like to do things for everybody, because I think haters can turn around. There was actually a YouTube video on how a cyberbully that used to bully a girl came up to her years later and apologized. So, not that they have to come up to me or anything, but people do change, right? So maybe people that are commenting negatively, maybe they're doing it for fun, whatever the reason. People do that, but maybe their channel is horrible, or maybe they're not in a good position, and that's why they do it. You never know, but some people turn around, right? So you never know, right? I have hope for that, okay? So thank you for watching, guys. Okay, bye now.